What's up, guys? Welcome back to today's video. As you can tell by the title and thumbnail, it's gonna be a banger. This is a secret that I've been keeping for the past 3 months, and I'm finally excited to make a video about this. We are heading up to Newport Beach to meet up with Chris Forsberg. Chris Forsberg is a Formula Drift driver. He's a 3-time world champion. He is partnered with Nissan, and Nissan gave him the brand new Z to run in the Formula Drift season of 2022, which starts in 3 days. I'll explain more of the backstory once we get up there today, but long story short, all you need to know is he got the Z, the brand new Z that isn't even out on the street yet, a few months ago, and he came forward to us and asked if we could partner with him and make him a StreetHunter wide body kit for his new Z. Now this is really big for StreetHunter, one, because this car doesn't come out till later this year, so we got access to the car months before the entire world got to see it, and we've been developing parts for stock body, wide body, and more before the world even had a chance to touch it. So without further ado, let's head up to Newport Beach and let's show you guys what we have designed for Chris Forsberg and his new Z with the StreetHunter wide body kit on it. Let's go, baby. As we're coming up on Chris Forsberg's shop location, I think I quickly just want to express that this is a pretty surreal moment. One, because Chris Forsberg is a multi-world champion driver, and although we had a StreetHunter kit on a car last year on our Supra, to have it on Chris's car, I don't know, just kind of like, it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's definitely a bucket list item to have a StreetHunter kit on a world champion driver that I've been watching for years. It's pretty ridiculous, and I just kind of want to express that as a moment of just like a point in time that I just feel like we accomplished something pretty cool with this build. I'm just really thankful for it, and I'm really thankful for all the support that you guys have given us over the years, because without the support from you guys, I don't think StreetHunter would be what it is today. So shout out to you guys, and oh man, I'm excited to see this. We're pulling up any second now. It's right around the block, I think. All right, so we just pulled up. I can actually see just a little bit of the car on the inside. Now, I will just say the Forsberg team is still rushing to get this car done. The car literally has to go out to FD tomorrow, and they're finishing up just the last bits and pieces. So I know the car isn't 100% together, but the kit is on the car. You can at least get an idea of what it will look like. So let's go inside. Hopefully we can get a few minutes with Chris, talk to him a little bit, but I don't want to be too invasive. I understand how stressful it is before going on track and just getting the car ready. So let's go see the StreetHunter Z for the first time. Oh, it looks so good. So as you can see, it is very, very busy in here, but seeing this car come to life is really cool, and I will say it's really awesome seeing them really go down to the wire to get this car ready. So on the car at the moment, we have front fenders and we have rear fenders, and there's also a duck belt that's gonna go on the back of the car. This is what we would, I guess, classify as a drift version of this kit. The story goes about 2 or 3 months ago, Mr. Chris approached us and he's like, could we do a wide body on this car and get it ready in time? Under the time constraints that we had, we were able to get some data from Nissan via Chris, and we were able to whip up what we wanted to make for Chris. Now this kit doesn't have the front splitter, doesn't have the side skirts, doesn't have the cards, it doesn't have the diffuser. It's missing what the street car version will actually have. But for something that we could make for a drift car, as you guys know, it's gonna be tossed around, going into walls and getting beat up. This is exactly what we were aiming for, and it really follows the StreetHunter style of following the OEM curves of the car and pulling it out and creating a classy look. At the moment, there is no bumper on the car, and the rear garnish and the taillights aren't on the car, but I will show some renders of what the kit does look like. We have these front fender, rear fender, matching front gills. That is my favorite styling of this kit. We were able to follow the OEM body lines, as you can see on the door. It follows the body line up into the fender as we pulled it out, and those two matching vents will actually match up right here on the car. Because this car is black, it's actually hard to really see what the body lines do look like on the car with the kit, and it doesn't have the wing on, it doesn't have all the extra bits. But for something that the team was asked to produce in 2 months, I couldn't be more proud and honored to have this on the car. So I've introduced you guys to Chris before, but for those who don't know, Chris Forsberg, three-time world champion driver, been in Formula D since like the absolute beginning. I've done a lot of driving with you, and this is a really cool opportunity that we were able to work together on, which I'm super stoked about. This car you guys started building how long ago?
It was a lot in a little bit of time for everyone involved, you know, you included.
Yeah.
We got this car, I want to say 6 weeks ago. It was 6 weeks to FD, and not only was the car delayed, you know, for many different reasons, but so many of the parts, we're utilizing some of the parts from my old Formula Drift car. We actually pulled the ECU out of it, we pulled the differential out of it, we pulled the wheels off of it because we're still dealing with supply issues on so many different things. But you know, a lot of the things did show up, obviously, and there were some things that we were putting into motion all the way back in like November and December. Our spare intercooler, that was 5 months out, and it just showed up. So just things like that, you know, we're being told by companies like, you know, get your orders in now because we don't know how long it's gonna be. And like, yeah, the diff was almost 3 months, the transmission was like 6 weeks. Just things that usually are like, call, you order, and it shows up in 4 days. Like that was definitely putting us behind the clock as well. So, you know, trying to develop a body for the car because there are a lot of things that are the same from the previous generation, the 370. However, it's obviously a whole new body, so there's nothing out there. So we reached out to, you know, one of our partners, Save-On, for the carbon replica pieces, and then obviously to you to help us make a wide body kit because we couldn't just show up with a stock body.
So what's really cool is the guts of this car are pretty much the same recipe that you've been building on the 370 for the last, I don't know, 10 years, something like that?
Well, we ran that car in FD for 10 years, 10 seasons, longest running car in FD. Wow. So, and then we had another 370 the year before that. 11 years in Formula Drift with the 370 chassis. So this one, so many similarities, which is a good thing for us and even the aftermarket community that we're not redeveloping everything. But the big difference was the exterior. We wanted to make sure we nailed it.
Can we see the underneath the hood if that's okay? Oh, he's still working on the dump tube. No, working on the dump tube is fine. Don't do it.
Go ahead.
Wow. Okay.
I got that one marked already. So. You're lucky. He's marked up.
Yeah, that's one thing, as I told you guys, I'm super thankful because we're literally disrupting the workflow as we're getting this car done, so I really appreciate the time.
Yeah, today's the day we're debuting this thing in 5 hours from now, so.
Oh, jeez. So, VR38, it's an R35 motor.
VR38, we had the guys over at Boost Logic build it for us, so it's a GTR drivetrain, very similar to the engine that comes in the new Z, which is the VR30. The VR38 is the GTR platform. It's got a more robust block, different head design, things like that. So the packaging looks the same. Well, I mean, this doesn't look like a factory engine, of course, but the overall like size and shape of the engine, I'm saying, looks the same. And then obviously we add the aftermarket, you know, turbo manifolds, intake manifold, things like that. But yeah, we went with the 38 just because of the capabilities of the block. There's guys making upwards of 4,000 horsepower on these things.
Don't a lot of people put these in like the dune drag cars that go up the big hills in like Saudi Arabia?
They put, most of those guys put in, it's called a TB48.
Oh,
so it's a straight 6 4.8 liter engine, which is just basically like a truck motor beyond belief, and then they'll make like 1,800 horsepower. The VR38 is the most capable Nissan engine out there.
So what'd you guys do with the motor that came in the car? Or how did the car come when you guys picked it up?
It's over there.
Just sitting secretly in the back? Okay.
Yeah, we got the whole rear member up there. So, yeah, the car came as a complete stock VIN car. Everything was in it, the whole interior, every panel.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
that's
got
awesome.
a full VIN on it, and so it sucks because we had it for one day. We took it out front. We did some burnout.
Did you like? You got to at least drive it a little bit.
Up and down this block.
Yeah, okay.
And then we immediately stripped it. So it went from a running driving, one of the very first production Zs. We're the only people, or I shouldn't say the only, but yeah, I think still the only, but definitely the first people outside of Nissan to get our hands on our own Z.
So sweet.
Yeah, so they hooked us up with it, and then they gave us some more information so that we could get a head start on working on this body kit because developing all these parts in such a short amount of time is pretty insane. But technology is helping with that, so we're able to do a lot in different places. Like we had our wiring guy, he did the whole wiring harness back at his shop, came here, laid it in the car as like a flying lead harness, and then trimmed down some connectors so it fit well. But that was made off site, the body kit was made off site, the hood doors, the hatch was made off site. So just a lot of those things really working together. There's upwards of 6 of us here at the shop working on the car, and you know, we still had a few people offsite kind of like helping with management and, you know, ordering things, and, you know, also even creating things for the car and then shipping them in. So been a lot of hands on this thing.
Yep, I appreciate the time. I look forward to seeing you ripping this weekend, which is pretty cool. His practice, his first shakedowns are going to be the same day of qualifying when they hit practice. That's pretty badass. But Chris is also driven.
I'd rather, we would rather spend the time here in the shop and you know, make sure there's no leaks and it runs right, and we're gonna, you know, take it out front and just like beat in the brakes a little bit. It's a Z chassis. We have our setup from last year Long Beach in it. You know, for the most part, that will be very, very similar, and you know, we're just going to be adapting to the track conditions like we would any other track. And so we have constant communication with our tuner, so we'll be sending him logs, so we'll be keeping an eye on the engine and all that type of stuff. But yeah, it's been definitely a lot, and you know, absolutely got to thank the guys. You know, we got Kay going here, he's finishing up the fire pull, you know, things that we hope to not need. Taylor here, who we interrupted, he's standing there with the drill in hand trying to put these hood pins in.
I'm sorry.
You know, and we're trying to show off the motor to you guys.
Sweet.
And Jimmy, of course, absolute badass over there cutting out the rear window. So because we are still attaching the final pieces of the body before we load this thing in the trailer.
Sweet. I appreciate you letting us disrupt your flow today, and I wish you guys good luck.
Yeah, I think the guys enjoy a 5-minute break.
What's really cool is we have our StreetHunter media team here too, and we're filming a bit with Chris for the StreetHunter YouTube channel, making a little documentary. So shout out to Chris for also giving us that time. Really excited for this.
So guys, here I am finally. I know I'm really late in this video, and I know you guys are disappointed, but I got home from work, I'm back. TJ and I are going to do something not so fun. Yesterday I posted on my Instagram story that I got this notification when I left my house that said, this item has been moving with you for a while. The owner can see its location. Unknown accessory detected. And I'm like, what the heck? And thank you guys so much for everyone DMing me, letting me know what you think it is, or any suggestions, or people that this has happened to that you guys know of. But it's not my AirPods, it wasn't my phone, it wasn't anything. So we think that someone maybe put an AirTag on my car. So we looked a little bit last night, couldn't find anything. We're going back to take the car apart, question mark?
No.
Okay, we're not gonna take it apart, but we're gonna try to see if we can find an AirTag. I just want my car back. I had to drive the truck today. It was kind of sad.
So yesterday when we saw it, I tried looking for it, and apparently people will buy AirTags and stick them on people's cars, and it's very common in sex trafficking, which is a very scary and not chill thing.
Not cool at all.
And so, like, in theory, like, you know, we're playing worst case scenario in our head. Worst case scenario is someone saw Sabrina in the Corvette, get out of her car, saw it was a girl by herself, and they put that little tag on her car. And yeah, I mean, it showed from where she was to...
Showed me like a map of like how every place that it was tracking my direction, and it went from where I was to where I went to home.
And it showed the whole map of where she was. When I tried to find it, I couldn't find it. And I said, hey, rather than taking this thing home, let's leave it at the shop tonight, let's just be safe. And then read a lot of you guys' DMs, and then some of you guys were saying that there is like a way that you can search for nearby devices from your phone using like the Find My Device thing. So we have a couple instructions we're gonna follow. I'm gonna look over the car again, try and see if I can find anything. And yeah, you know, it's a very...
And if you can't, we're driving her home, baby.
So wake up call for anyone else out there if you ever run into this situation. If you guys have any stories or experiences with this, leave a comment down below. Tell us how you fixed it or how you like chased this issue. Very strange, very odd, and not cool.
Did you also like you called poison control?
Yeah.
And you said what?
I said I ate a snail, and then the first thing they asked me is, where are you from? I said,
Where'd you get Poison Control's number? You just Google it?
You just
from the nurse hotline that I called first.
And you said,
whoa, dude. And then they said, we don't deal with this all the time. I want you to call Poison
They're
Control.
like, idiots don't come in often.
They're like, I've never heard of this.
They're like, how old are you? I'm 27.
The most awesome thing when they asked me my age. I was like,
all right, man, you ready to find this freaking AirTag?
So,
you don't think we're gonna find it?
I don't think we're gonna find it.
I don't think we're gonna find it.
I searched yesterday and I couldn't find anything. I don't think it's there.
Yep, that's where I was.
Okay.
So what you're saying is, it's not an AirTag.
It's someone's AirPods.
But their AirPods were traveling with me all the way home. The map went home, and then the map went with us, so it was with me in the car. So how are you feeling after that snail, Danny?
Like I said when I ate the snail, if I die, I die. Natural selection. This is similar times.
You just ate a snail?
Yeah.
No,
If you guys didn't catch it in the last video, there was a snail crawling outside the hot tub. Danny was in it. TJ was like, yo, I'll pay you 50 bucks if you eat that. Danny was like, okay. I was like, I'll pay you 100. So Danny would have done it without my 100, so fuck me, I guess. But Danny took a snail, ate it, and then...
Find out they're very poisonous, and I have a doctor's appointment on Monday.
Oh, I was recording the phone call in the car.
Oof.
Are you nervous?
Wait, Danny.
What are they gonna do?
So what you're saying is, you've already eaten one for 50. You're gonna get antibiotics in like a day or two.
Let's eat 10 more.
You're gonna, I mean, right? You could eat more, right?
I absolutely can. Yeah.
50 bucks per
Danny
snail.
jumped in the swamp. He's immune to
Oh, that is true. If you guys are OGs on this channel, you remember when our shop used to be over there and Danny jumped in the sewer that's back there at the back of the shop.
It's a nice
Disgusting. Okay, so it was the AirTags. Or it wasn't an AirTag.
No, it's an AirPod.
Okay, TJ says they're AirPod Pros, but I swear...
These were with you at work today.
I'm not...
And they're not with us anymore.
Okay, they're
So
in my
whatever
work
you had
bag.
with you today and you don't have now, that's what it is.
Okay, well that's good to hear. Now we can take this baby out for a ride. We're back in the same spot that we were at a couple nights ago for dinner with the same cars in the same exact parking spots. How long does it take you to park a car, my dude?
I'm getting perfect, my dude.
Okay.
We got them TEs though, boy. So we're doing some researching on Danny's parasite that he's ingested, and it says it can paralyze you, it can make you go blind, or sometimes death.
Like 2,000 feet away the next day, and then the maggots all over. And I was like, where did you come from?
No, but for real though, Danny is actually going to the doctor, and he found out about how dangerous this was because one of you guys DM'd him on Instagram. So shout out to you guys. You may just
May have saved my life.
You may have saved his life. So
Terrifying last 24 hours of my life, but it'll be fine.
Are you being serious?
I heard as long as you get the anti-parasitics in 1 to 2 weeks after, you're
you'll
fine.
live, you'll live.
So yeah.
Oh yeah.
So give me another snail.
Danny got 2 drinks tonight. One for himself and one for his parasite. Danny said the most embarrassing part about that phone call wasn't admitting that he ate a snail for 50 bucks. It was admitting that his age was 27.
The vlog. You forgot about the vlog.
I did not forget
You forgot about the vlog. You were going into the bed. You guys.
No,
he
I was
almost
not.
forgot about you.
I was not.
He almost forgot about you, and I saw you guys sitting here on the counter, and I was like, wait, we didn't say goodbye.
I was gonna keep on vlogging.
You were.
What time is it? Hello?
Yeah, let's check the water bottle.
7:50. I'm at like 8 o'clock. Here we go. Watch
8 o'clock. You better suck that down. 5, 4. Oh, wow. That's... I can't even tell how much water you have in there. Mr. Kona, say hello to everybody. Mr. Hilo.
The day that we are filming this video was the day of the Keep Moving Sideways Adam LZ collab. Oops, almost dropped that. You guys sold that out way faster than we thought like you guys physically even could, and there were a lot of DMs and we got a lot of emails that people were like trying to check out and they couldn't check out fast enough. And I know that the drop sold out extremely quickly and there was a lot of you guys that were bummed on how fast everything went, but I will only tell you guys this. This is not the last time that you will see a Keep Moving Sideways drop. I'm exhausted. It's only 8 o'clock and I'm literally exhausted. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Just finish my water. Thank you guys so much for watching. Actually, Anthony from StreetHunter actually was supposed to go to the bar tonight where Chris was gonna bring his car and reveal it to like the Formula Drift crowd or whatever. I don't really know. Apparently Chris got there kind of late, so I don't know if the car actually made it, but if the car did make it on time, here's the footage that we got from everything.
insane to me on how many accomplishments StreetHunter has gotten over the last 2 years, from killing it with our sales in the super department, to knocking it out of the park with all of our C8 stuff, to secretly working on this 400Z, which is not even called the 400Z, I just call it that. I think it's just called the new Z, I don't really know, but from secretly doing that in the background and having our team multitask and still creating stuff you guys don't know yet, to being the main wide body kit in Forza and getting that recognition. The list goes on, and this literally all started, for those who don't know, I started StreetHunter mainly because I used to get teased all the time on YouTube for wide bodying every single car. And it made me realize, man, I really enjoy wide body cars. I just like taking a car and modifying it, you know, to an extreme that you don't see very often, and oftentimes it makes the car look way better. And I fell in love with that, and I just kind of ran with that. Just let that show you guys that anything can happen. You don't even know it, but you could be going through something right now that could be, you know, weird, or it could be like you don't understand it, or you could be getting hate, or you could be getting love. I don't even know, but the point I'm trying to make is you could be in like the warm-up phase. You could be going through the rough patch that you need to go through before you like become that next person, or you create that next idea that's gonna like propel your life to where you want it to be. Everything happens for a reason, and it's kind of funny. You know, the success of StreetHunter and StreetHunter in general never would have been born if it wasn't from the hate that I got on the internet. So kind of a cool story. Hope that fuels you guys to kind of keep pushing, keep moving forward through whatever you're doing, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, and keep moving forward.